As self-improvement and a topic of masculinity have been rising topics, you've probably heard of following your purpose. And this is true because with finding your purpose, you get to ignore every single problem in your life that is not aligned to your purpose or your values. You can really use these problems to truly grow and to get closer to accomplishing your purpose if you make it past them. But finding your purpose? Well, this is easier said than done, right? I'll give you that. Finding your purpose can take months and even years. So in order to get some ideas for what you want to devote your life to, we need to get you into reading. And no, not these books that you could watch in a movie, your typical Harry Potter or whatever it may be. No, actual self-improvement books. And we want to categorize these books in just two categories: business and productivity. Luckily for you, I have a book for each of these categories. Now, before you come in and give me the, oh, come on, I don't need to read, you could just give me the answer in a couple minutes. You're going to have to listen. If you're going to want to make some proper change and truly learn, what makes you expect that you are capable of doing such a thing when you can't even build up the discipline to buy a book for $10 to $20 and to sit down for a few hours in total and to read it and to really absorb and learn from it? By reading self-improvement books, you are literally getting an insight into what successful people's lives were like and how to learn from them, how to learn from their successes, and how to learn from their failures. A smart man learns from their mistakes, and a wise man learns from the mistakes of others. So, luckily for you, I'm going to give you the two books, one in each category. For the business section, we have the book The 4-Hour Workweek. The 4-Hour Workweek really helps you find what lifestyle that you should be striving for. And it is actually the book that we want to be commonly referencing so we can align this lifestyle that we desire to the purpose that we're going to find within ourselves. And this is because, as we said, this book does cover the lifestyle that we should be striving for. I've said it 3 times already.
Brother, this guy stinks!
I should really tell you what this lifestyle is. So, this book tells you something completely different from your typical conventional self-help gurus, hustle culture gurus, etc. You're always told that in order to succeed, you always have to put in a lot of time to make it to the top. You gotta get on that Sigma grind step. You gotta wake up before the birds get up. You gotta take a cold shower for 12 hours a day. These guys are lying to you. So yeah, initially, you do have to put in a lot of work and time like these guys are telling you. From the start, you will have to put in a lot of time and investment into your business or your skill. But what these guys have wrong is that it won't need to stay like this in the long term. It does not have to be a 24/7 commitment, at least a 24/7 extreme commitment. In fact, it doesn't have to be this crazy after a little while of starting. So what you want to be doing is to be running through a process called automation. Basically, you want to design your business or your skill to have a system that initially replaces you. We can do this through outsourcing. When you outsource, you're hiring people, usually from foreign countries for cheaper pay, to do certain tasks that are aligned to your business or your skill. The catch is, these have to be things aligned to your business or skill that honestly anyone can do for you. So let's give you my example. For me, hiring editors. I can edit these videos, I do edit these videos, but do I have to? No, I could hire someone. And then for the skill, we already mentioned an editor, right? And then editing is a skill. So an editor can just hire an assistant to monitor their email to make sure they know when they're getting messages from the content creators they work for, saying when they want a video ready, whatever it may be. Basically, start off doing the dirty work, but then develop a system to replace you. This can really be done through an online business, a career that can work remotely, or a skill that works remotely. That is the lifestyle that you should be striving for. Aim for automation. Now, as we move on to the book for productivity, we need to consider the consistent mention of the 80-20 principle in the 4-Hour Workweek, which basically tells you to only do the most important tasks that only you can do and that you can't outsource. So this is where the book Deep Work comes in. These two connect really well. The 4-Hour Workweek tells you why you need to be productive, and Deep Work tells you how to be productive. This book covers that the best way to be productive is to essentially set your most important form of work in blocks of time. That'll be done in a state of zero distraction. What doing this does is it makes you work in a state of deep concentration, making you produce your best possible work. So if you combine the methods and the goals of these two books, you'll know what you should be striving for as your purpose. Next thing after you read these two books, it's quite simple. Take the time, stare at your wall, and think. You aren't ever going to stumble upon an idea as for what you should do for your purpose with zero background of thinking about what it should be in the first place. You will stumble upon ideas randomly, yes. In fact, more often than not, you will be stumbling upon ideas randomly than just by consciously thinking about them. But only first if you have a couple of minutes and even a couple of hours of total time thinking about what you really want to be doing as your divine purpose. Yeah, this is the hard part, but it becomes so much more easier as you have the background knowledge from these books that helps steer you into the right direction as to where you should go to find your divine purpose. Once you do eventually stumble upon your purpose, it'll be the first step to an amazing life just as long as you follow this purpose. In the meantime, do what I've told you to do. Read those 2 books and sit down and look at your wall and really think. What can I do to fulfill this lifestyle? What type of business can I run that'll help me run through automation? What type of skill can I do that'll help me run through automation? But yes, I am recommending you read, but also generally get on self-improvement. And this is where I want to bring you to my full self-improvement guide video that'll be in the description and also in the comment section. It's a pretty long packed video, but it covers everything that you should know about self-improvement and how to get onto it. Finding your purpose won't be something that you instantly find, but once you find it, your life changes forever. So I hope you can use these methods in the video to your own advantage. Subscribe to keep seeing my content. Share this video with friends. Let's spread the movement of self-improvement on this channel. But with that being said, I'll see you in the next one.